Hi, Nathan and Ben. After 7 weeks with a Power Score private tutor, while averaging 20 hours a week of studying, my score has only improved on average 4 points. My diagnostic score was a 154, and the highest I've been able to score since was a 162. I've scored 158 3 times. I have taken one full practice test each week. So 20 hours a week of studying, one full test a week for 7 weeks, made it from a 154 diagnostic, that's just one data point, to an average of 158 and a high of 162.
I don't think it sounds like he's upset or
Yeah.
she, and that's just part of, I don't know. I wouldn't read
It's
too
not,
much into this.
yeah, it's very small samples, so we can't really say much. I'm looking to score a 175 so that I can attend Columbia with significant scholarships in order to improve my score by the October LSAT or latest November. To apply for this rapidly approaching application season, what study plan should I undertake? I just bought a subscription for the LSAT Demon this week and plan to use the Demon between a timed practice section every day and a practice test each weekend. But other than that, is there something else I should do? I'm so frustrated with my lack of improvement and am willing to put in the time. I just don't know what to focus on at this point. Unfortunately, I have already spent so much money. I simply can't afford to hire a different tutor. Thanks for the advice, Anonymous. You know what? I want to start with tutoring shouldn't be your first thing.
It should not be your first thing. I mean, it's so crazy with the live classes every day. My preference would be to get a refund. Sorry, I'm just kind of going on a tangent here, but yeah.
Ben's talking about Demon Live, which is a new thing that we only started doing in COVID times. I got a very nice email today from somebody telling me that the Demon Live classes were the highlight of her COVID experience, being able to come to all of these Demon classes. Well, it is. I mean, it's like a community, you know, like there's people there. It's cool. Anyway, we have multiple classes, literally 7 days a week. We haven't taken holidays off, I don't think. We went ahead and had classes. Wait, did we skip the 4th of July? Maybe we skipped the 4th of July.
We skipped the 4th of July, but that was just a practice test day anyways back then. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we have had classes every single day, and we're just adding more and more of them. And for $295 a month, that's the cost of one tutoring session probably. Or maybe 2 tutoring sessions with PowerScore. With us, it's what? Yeah, 2 tutoring sessions with our team.
Yeah.
But we would never try to sell you those tutoring sessions. We actually require you to work in the Demon before we'll even let you work with our tutors. And the reason why we do that is because we don't want to fucking rip you off. Like, when I work with private students, all I ever do is try to point them in the direction of the crazy amount of resources that are in the LSAT Demon. You know, it's like, you should be working on this by yourself or come to classes, but you should be building a study routine on your own first, using the existing resources. And then if you're still stuck and really need extra one-on-one help, then do the tutoring. And it's a shame that so many people pay so much money. They just think, oh, I need a private tutor. And then they just start wasting money on private tutoring.
Yeah, I mean, let me be clear. It costs more, so they're thinking, oh, it's going to be more effective, but not necessarily.
It's a waste of money if you're not going to be studying on your own in between your tutoring sessions. It's just a complete waste. Like, I mean, if you want to pay me to babysit you every single day while you study, I wouldn't even do that. Like, I would be, I would tap out. I would just be like, no, I can't. Like, I cannot in good conscience do that.
Clearly this person is studying between the tutoring sessions, but sorry.
No, I didn't mean to indicate. You're right. Thanks for pointing that out. No, Anonymous clearly is also studying. Unfortunately, studying with week materials and apparently maybe a week tutor and paying thousands of dollars for it. And I think you're going to be much better off now with the Demon. I might divide it up 3 ways.
Mm-hmm.
Some combination of drilling, timed sections or timed tests, and live classes.
Yep.
And then make whatever schedule you want. I don't care. We don't have to get too precious about exactly how we break it up, but find the teachers you like in the Demon. Maybe it's me, maybe it's somebody else. Come to the classes you like. Do timed sections. We by the way, we have group timed sections. We have group timed tests. So you can attend those if you want to sign up for them and attend those. It can help for the motivation, and you can also meet people and that kind of stuff. It's cool. But combination of classes, timed practice, and then untimed drilling.
And when you go to a class and you like it and you learn something from it, then you just take what you learn into drilling or into a practice section or a practice test. Like, you don't have to think too hard about what you're going to do next. You just have to focus on learning from everything that you do.
I was talking about that last night. I was like, hey, all you got to do is learn one thing tonight,
Yep.
or it was a 2-hour class. I was like, hey, maybe you can learn one thing in the first hour and one thing in the second hour. How about that? Break it down into bite-sized chunks. You don't have to get to 175 tonight. What you have to do is you have to get from, 158 to 159. And then you have to get from 159 to 160. It's just like one question, one thing you missed. Maybe you thought you got it right and you were surprised that you missed it. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's dig in there and let's figure out exactly why you made that mistake. Hopefully you don't make that mistake next time. And that's how you learn. So I can't promise that Anonymous is going to have any particular score by October or even November. But I think that's my advice for everybody, right? No matter what your plan is, no matter when you're trying to apply, no matter what your goal score is, combination of classes, tutoring, or classes, time sections, drilling. That's it.
My concern is that Anonymous's tutor, and we don't know anything about this tutor. So this tutor could be amazing.
Right.
But given the fact that the tutor works for PowerScore, and PowerScore has a tendency to focus on lists and rules and lists of rules, semantics, all these things,
trademarked little
concerned
gimmicks.
Yeah. Marking up the reading comp passage, labeling things in the reading comp passage based on whether they have like an acronym, right? I don't even remember what the acronym is, but
extensive analyses of which letter is most common for when you guess.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Don't even get me started. I'm worried that it's possible you're getting good information from that tutor alongside of really shitty information. And there's no way for you, not no way, but it's very difficult for you to filter and decide which things are best. And if you're getting led astray, that tutoring is actually hurting you, ironically, even though you're paying more.
The thing that I can promise you, if you come to us from any other LSAT prep, you're going to get to forget half of what you think you've learned. You think you've learned stuff, but your practice test scores don't reflect it. That's because the shit you've learned is bullshit. And half of it you just get to jettison as soon as you start studying with us. It's a whole different ball game. It's a much more natural, intuitive, common sense, plain spoken way of doing the test. It's not as hard as you think it is, and our job is to show you how it's not that hard.